to. Fun and laughter on a summer holiday. No more worries for me or you for a week or two. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true for me and you. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue.
Okay.
We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true for me and you.
From Australia.
I'm never going to do this again. Okay, here goes.
Ready?
That's the last time I've been. Yeah. I might change my mind.
No.
Nah, go for it.
Go for it?
It's all good.
Once you get out, you're so numb, you're not cold at all.
Is it?
Yeah. Feel a
Great.
thing.
I measured the temperature.
I went to New York with New Year's Eve and the air's cold, isn't it?
Is that right?
The water's hot.
Ready, ready? Go, Lucas! Oh!
The retreat's the fun part.
Like I said, the ground's quite warm.
Olivia, grab your number. Okay.
Are you ready?
You're not taking the jacket off.
It's so cold.
How is it, Trevor? Don't forget your glasses.
Oh yeah.
Okay, come on.
Oh,
Hang on, you go with you.
there's safety in numbers, come on.
Oh, come on. Ready?
Oh, I'm so cold.
You can do it.
I think you need to pull your tongs up, Stephen.
Let's go.
Yeah.
In case you don't come back, we know who
You just
Yeah.
gotta run and go.
Yeah.
And when you take your, you can't go any further. Throw yourself in the water.
You gotta go under, you can't.
It's very cold.
Very cold. Icy.
It's very cold. Very, very cold. Never going to do this again.
Well, I missed some of it.
Did you? Did you miss something? How come? You can imagine the shock when Lillian said that the safety crew had stepped in front of the camera while she was filming. There was only one fix: do the whole thing all over again. On the second swim, Lillian didn't hit the record button. Easily done because you're holding the camera with thick gloves and it can be impossible to press the right buttons. I know what this is like because I press the wrong buttons on women all the time, which is why I stick to cameras. The third swim, however, was a wrap.
Okay, it's recording now.
Okay.
Just to be sure.
This is the third time.
Third time.
Right, third time. Is it's running.
Yeah, it's running.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Okay, round 3.
You got a penguin there.
Okay.
I'm not doing it again, that's it, eh? The irony was that the final clip used in this movie was taken by Marie Edwards of New South Wales in Australia. She was actually filming her husband Trevor, and being slightly taller than Lillian, she had the better camera angles, so she gave us a copy of her version of the events. There wasn't a huge turnout for this swim, probably about 30 people or about 16% of the passengers. In other words, only the foolish and those with a temporary loss of common sense, as certified by the ship's doctor. The swim took place at Deception Island, an active volcano. Originally a scientific outpost run by Argentina and Spain, it's now administered by the Antarctic Treaty System. In fact, while we were there, a British naval vessel in the area did an inspection on our ship to ensure compliance with the tourism aspects of the treaty. I measured the water temperature in the crater where we did the swim, which was 6.9 degrees. The air temperature was 0 degrees. The ship's crew was on hand to rescue swimmers, and there have been occasions where swimmers have been paralysed by the cold. At 6.9 degrees centigrade, you can withstand 15 minutes before dying, but just the sheer pain of the cold forces you out in about 30 seconds. There were heaps of penguins swimming with us, and that was because of the krill or shrimps in the water that they were feeding on. One passenger from Hong Kong went in 6 times, and that was because he wanted to be filmed swimming with the penguins. Deception Island is so called because in a storm it can be rougher inside the crater than in one of the outer bays. The swim was held there because it's one of the few places that actually has a beach arrangement. Most parts of Antarctica on the coast have either a glacier or sheer cliff face on the coastline, where it's totally impractical and dangerous to jump into the sea. Next up is Lillian's version of the Antarctic swim, and as you would expect, a little more conservative.
Okay, my exhibition will not be quite as...
No. Oh, she's going in. She's going in.
Oh, that is cold. Okay, now I'm at the point where it is so cold it hurts. Wow, it does hurt. Oh, ow. Oh, that is terrible. That is so painful.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, there's one person done it so far over there, completely gone in, eh?
Oh, wow.
Hey, you right? We done?
I'm done.
So how was it?
Very painful within a few seconds. You don't notice it at first, but yeah, it didn't take long before it...
Somebody else is going in. Oh, two girls. Oh. Oh, I see. They're not all going in simultaneously.
Probably easier.
Yeah. Easier to manage.
I think they do 10 at a time.
And finally, we attempt to introduce a new dress code for Antarctica. On our first day of arrival in Antarctica, we sailed up to Pleno Island, just off the Antarctic Peninsula. We spent about an hour cruising around the bays, looking at seals, penguins, birds and so on. It was cold. I dropped a probe into the sea and it was minus 0.2 degrees centigrade. The air temperature was 0. It was 15.8 degrees in my pocket, so the protective clothing was doing its job. The weather was magnificent and we all felt lucky. Weather conditions can change for the worse quite quickly, so I had my new Antarctic wardrobe with me and decided this was the day to try it out in Antarctica, in case I never had the opportunity to do it again. After landing, we went to a penguin-free spot which happened to be a large rock. Dressing and undressing in Antarctica is a real effort, as there is so much to put on.
Are your feet cold?
They're freezing.
Okay, here we go for the money shot. I am now. Just another day at the beach.
That's right.
The Chongs pick all the exotic places to go to the beach. Yeah, I think so. Too much hassle otherwise. Look, all the penguins are coming. I've seen there's a free show. You hear them all coming, look. Just go and pan around. All the penguins are coming. Didn't you want the boots on first? Oh no, you're right.
Oh, that was really something. All these Asians here looking at me.
Yeah. Wondering where you come from.
Yeah, that's right. Not Asia, obviously.
Obviously.
Hey, should we go?
Okay.
It's pretty cold, eh? Unfortunately, no one else seemed to be interested in wearing shorts and jandals in Antarctica, and I was left with the feeling that this sort of dress code will never take off down here. The only other person to wear shorts was Woody, the leader in charge of all the other expedition leaders, but he only wore them on the boat. Woody, of course, is an Australian.